Hello everyone, thank you for joining me here today. We're here to celebrate the life of Gollum. For those of you who don't know Gollum, I'll tell you a little bit about him. Gollum was once a hobbit. Hobbits are small creatures, about half my height, that have similar proportions and features to humans. So Gollum, or back then he was known as Smeagol. Smeagol lived in a house ran by his grandmother in the far forest. He had many family members. He lived in a very large house. The day he started his transformation into Gollum was ironically on his birthday. He was out on a boat ride with his best friend, Deagle, and Deagle dug his hand in the dirt and he found a golden ring. And he picked it up, and Smeagol laid eyes on it, and instantly the ring took his mind. This was no ordinary ring, though. This was a ring of power, the most powerful ring. Consumed by his lust for the ring, Smeagol just choked Deagle right there, killed him, disposed of his body, going back to the village. Now this ring continued to pollute Smeagol's mind. He began to steal, to make mean of his family members, and the ring's power was he would turn invisible when he put it on. So he would go and he'd play jokes on everyone. And after a while, people got really mad, and they started to hate him as much as they possibly could. Also, during this time, Smeagol developed a terrible coughing noise that they named him by. So that's where the Gollum noise came from. They banished him from his village, and he wandered far and wide until he finally found the entrance to the caves in the roots of the Misty Mountains. He crawled deep into the bottom and found one of the lowest lakes of the earth. There he stayed for 500 years. The ring granted him this extra long life, just so he could stay alive and be safe. For 500 years, he stayed in the same lake, writhing in his own hatred. For 500 years, he was alone. For 500 years, he was wasting away, and his mind was being poisoned by the ring. Now one day, a young hobbit on an adventure named Bilbo Baggins just happened to stumble into his cave and take the ring. This ruined Smeagol's life. Gollum left the cave and searched far as he possibly could for Bilbo and the ring, but it was not to be found. Smeagol went back into hiding in the shadows, was not heard of for the next 111 years. Then the ring came back into power, and Smeagol felt its influence. So he crawled back out of his little cave, and he went and searched for the ring. By this time, the Fellowship of the Ring had been formed, a coalition to destroy the evil power bound within the ring. Gollum found the leader of this party, Frodo, and befriended him. On the surface, he was sympathetic to Frodo's cause to destroy the ring, but underneath his skin, all he wanted was the ring. Nothing would stop him from getting the ring. So over the next about 1,000 miles of trek from where he met Frodo to the Mount Doom where the ring had to be destroyed and lava was flowing, he convinced Frodo that he was actually a good person, though he was not. At the very end, Gollum actually saved the day. Frodo was standing on the very edge of the lava, about to throw the ring in, but the Ring of Power had also poisoned Frodo's mind, and he was going to walk away with it. But at that moment, Gollum leapt on his back, bit his finger off, but then he fell into lava, thus destroying the ring. The last thing anyone saw of the ring or Gollum was his little hand sticking out of the lava, trying to save the ring, until it slowly slid in. So we will all remember Gollum as the wiry, disgusting, pale, bug-eyed, crazy demon that he was. But we also need to remember that because of him, we are alive today.